Take one. What's up guys, welcome to another video. My name is Maranatha Kuri and I'm the founder of the Mara Company. We build old catfish products into great outfits. Last week we looked at this item. It's a nice woolen men's hoodie. But we discovered also in our search that it was a catfish. Meaning when you order this in any of the popular online stores, you're not going to get exactly what you expect. The real thing is going to look totally different and a lot crappier than the item in the image. So let's go through how we took the same design, broke it down, and built a version of it for ourselves. First, let's break down this item into what we like. Let's isolate the pieces from the hoodie itself and just take the things that make it stand out. The first thing that stands out is the pattern. It's a crisscross vertical horizontal pattern that looks interwoven. And that was one of the names we gave it, the interwoven hoodie. The next thing that stands out to you is the drawstring. It's a gray drawstring, not a white one, which is good because difference in colors provides good contrast. And you see the same contrast with the stoppers at the end. These are pig-nosed stoppers. They have two ends such that the drawstring goes through one and comes out the other. In 2018 or so, these were very popular with modern cut hoodies. You also see that the stoppers go in color with the leather logo patch to the right side. Now the logo has been scrubbed off. This is one of the telltales of a catfish. Let's take a deeper look. Take a look at the hem and the cuff. Hem and cuffs in these kind of hoodies are usually thicker, so about 5 centimeters long. This is less than half of that. This looks more like either 2 or 3 centimeters. So let's take that. Also observe that the very look of the hoodie makes it look slim fit. So the sides and the arms, you can see the bulge where the person's arm was. This was likely done by taking an image of a real person wearing this and then using Photoshop to edit them out. These are the parts of this that we like. To recap, we like the hoodie pattern, the pattern on the fabric itself. We like the drawstrings because the green gives it very good contrast against the white. We like the stoppers and the leather patch. These are the things that make it stand out. But we also like the hem and cuff and the fact that it's smaller than the regular 5 centimeters. We like the slim fit nature of the hoodie as well. Taking all these together, we can have a good template to start out with. Now, after doing this ourselves, we then had to figure out, okay, what's the pattern called? We are business-minded people and not necessarily designers. We contacted designers that we knew. The first person I contacted told me that this was likely jersey fabric. Jersey fabric is the normal t-shirt fabric that you see everywhere. It's what most clothes are made up of, especially men's shirts. Regular jersey fabric. But this one looks different. It has a pattern to it and it also has texture to it as well. So the first person I contacted told me, look, he thinks this is jersey fabric that has pattern built right directly into it. That has pattern created into it when the fabric is being made. The next person we went to said, agreed actually. She said that this was likely jersey fabric as well. But this didn't sit too well. If you take a good look at this image, you'll see it feels like it's sweater. After getting their opinion, we decided to use jersey fabric to create this. But the texture of the fabrics that we found were not as good. Most of the textures were not raised as high, so you can't actually feel them as well. We found 2 alternatives. A textured jacquard fabric that was made with jersey. The jacquard fabric was the more popular one. For reference, our video from last week, the physical item that we showed towards the end is made with jacquard fabric, the tile patterned one. That was the first option we had. Most manufacturers that sell this, whether on AliExpress, on Alibaba, or any other site you may buy this item from, use the jacquard fabric to make this. But we didn't like this. Alternatively, we went with our gut and contacted makers of sweaters. If you're a knitter, you're probably saying, oh, I already know what this is. Well, we weren't knitters, we're still not knitters, and we didn't know what the hell this was. So this took us weeks to figure out. One night I was heading back from school at about 8 p.m. and as I was walking back to my apartment, I got a phone call. It was one of our designers in China and she was very excited. Mara, she said, I figured it out. What are you talking about? I figured out the pattern. What is it called? I have no idea. But we're going to have a square swatch ready for you in a few days. So that was great. A few days later, she actually had a swatch of this pattern. You know how you're browsing through YouTube sometimes and you stumble into parts of YouTube you did not know existed? That was knitting for me. We stumbled on these guys, and one of the tutorials we saw was a lady knitting something that looked very similar to what we're trying to do. So I clicked on the video, and about 2 seconds in, I saw the image. It was a beautifully knit, what she called basket weave pattern. This was exactly what we were looking for. So now we have the name of our pattern and we have other details that we want. Let's make a sample, but we still have to select our fabric type. We can choose cotton, polyester, a blend, wool. We decided to go with cotton. To make it feel even better though, we had to go with a type of cotton that was really special, ring spun cotton. Ring spun cotton is different from your regular cotton. Ring spun cotton goes through an extra process that makes it feel softer. Now there's also another kind of cotton called mercerized cotton. This adds a little luster and shine to the fabric. The luster and shine makes it look softer from afar. So our sample was now going to be mercerized ring spun cotton for the softness and the shine. Just enough shine, not too much. 12 gauge of thickness, just thick enough to give us the look and feel we want, but not thick enough such that you can wear it in the summer, for instance, the gray drawstring. Now that we have the pattern we want and we have the other details we want, let's create a sample.
One eternity later.
This is the result we have. Now if you take a look at it, we got most of it correct, or we got most of the effects we want. We have the basket weave pattern, we have the slim fit cut, we have the hoodie style as well down to the neck, we have a good length and a good sleeve length as well, and the shoulder looks just good enough. But there's something, if you look at the hem and the curve, you'll realize that the height is slightly larger than we wanted. Compared to the reference image, this doesn't look as good. So we send this back to the shop to change. So they're going to change the hem and the cuff and make it about 3 centimeters rather than the 4 cm that it looks like there. If you want to see the final product, tune into my video next week. I'm going to give you a review of it from a more impartial look. So I'm going to tell you what I like about the final product and what I don't like about the final product, and whether or not this is going to go on sale. So far, it looks very good. But if we can nail the hem and cuff and the fit comes out just as good, then this is going to be perfect. So tune in next week for my review of our own item. See you guys next week.